Hi, I'm Ryan David from WeBuyHousesInPennsylvania.com, and I'm here today to share with you the 5 things that you need to know to have a successful career buying, selling, and rehabbing properties. Step number 1, know your market. If you don't know your market, you're not going to know what rehab values are, you're not going to know what homes are selling for in your area, and you're going to make an offer that's way over budget. And that's not going to be good. So what you need to do is study the fundamental values, because your area might be different than my area. So you need to spend intensive study in your area to learn the values of properties in your area, so you are better informed to make better purchasing decisions. The next step that you'll need to learn is, what are real estate terms? For example, what's ARV stand for? What's ROI? What's a comp? Until you know these terms, it's going to be very difficult to go very far in real estate. For example, ARV stands for after repair value. You'll need to know what this means if you're going to calculate a house once it's rehabbed. And what's a comp? Well, it's basically a comparative analysis between what other properties are selling for in a specific area. So that's just a little sampling of things that you'll need to know, because without the terminology, you're not going to be able to figure things out. In fact, it's going to be very difficult for you to determine a profit for your business if you can't figure out certain terminologies and what they mean. Next comes the very, very fun part of determining a budget. Yes, you need to have a budget established. And this is very important, because once you establish a budget, it will tell you what properties that you can buy and in what locations that you can buy them. New people to the real estate game, they tend to lack funds. So you need to be patient and willing to wait, and the right deal will come your way. But you must establish a budget when you're getting started, and always stick to that budget. Now things really get fun. The 4th thing that you need to know: are you going to do the rehab work yourself, or are you going to hire a contracting crew? Now, there's pros and cons for both of these things. For example, if you have a contracting crew, you're probably going to get the work done very fast, but it's going to cost probably a lot of money. As long as you have that in your budget, you'll be okay. But if you're just starting out and you're really handy and you think you can do it yourself, by all means. You'll save money, which is wonderful, but be careful, because that could lead to the project taking a lot longer to get done and cause a lot of unneeded stress on your shoulders. So whatever you decide to do, just make a plan if you're going to have a contracting crew or if you're going to be the handyman and do it all yourself. But make a plan and stick to it. And the 5th thing that you need to know is flexibility. If you bought a property at a good price and you stayed at or below budget, the final thing that brings it all together is flexibility. If anything were to go awry when you throughout your rehab process, do you have fallback options? Now, what do I mean by that? Can you rent the property out if you get stuck with it? Can you do something else with the property? Can you wholesale it? Is there anything else that you can do to walk away with a profit or with consistent income coming in if you are not able to immediately sell your rehab? You're going to need to ask yourself these questions. However, if you have a plan B or a plan C or a plan D, good for you. Many people simply don't think ahead, and that sets them up for failure. But if you think ahead, then you'll be set up for success and well on your way to being very successful in real estate.